gonna win. I'm gonna win. Hey, I'm gonna win.
Hey everybody, it's me, Robin. How you doing? I'm coming on with an update regarding the little embryo that could. Guys, I am so overwhelmed by the power of God. I am just so filled with God's goodness and His grace, and I am just so excited to tell you about the last couple of days that I had. I've just been really, really humbled by this experience, and I thank God for it. I thank God for everything He's done to bless me, the people that He's placed around me. I just thank Him for all His goodness and grace. I can't say that enough. Now, as you guys know, on Saturday, sorry. I know I said Friday was our retrieval, but they actually called and said that they had to do it on Saturday. Walking on a tightrope is how it's been. That's the only way I can explain it as far as the embryo goes. Because it's like each step is like a big one. When we first retrieved the egg, we were told that it was mushy and it was loose, and that we had to see if it was going to fertilize. And that whole night, all the way till the next morning, she didn't call till around 8 in the morning the next morning. I just really, really humbled myself and spent time with the Lord. I told Him what I wanted, and I told Him I trusted Him. And sure enough, the next morning, the egg fertilized. I was so happy. Robert and I were happy because, you know, last time we had a dead egg, so praise God. And once it fertilized, she said that it was she said that she wanted it to be between 2 and 6 cells, and it actually ended up being 4 cells, and that was on yesterday, and we were just so happy. Oh my gosh, we're just giving God praise. And you know, it's so funny because I was up, I couldn't sleep some of the night. You know, I just kept waking up, but it wasn't even like I was waking up worried or something. I just couldn't sleep, and it was just so funny to me because the connection that I already have with this embryo is just funny. And so the next day we were praying for it to divide to 8 cells, which is this morning. We got the call, and I'll show it to you.
It looks really good. It's 8 cells, which is right where we want it to be.
Good.
Yep, it went from 4 to 8, and I upgraded it to a grade 1.
Woo!
So
that is so awesome. This is awesome news.
Yeah.
Is it because the fragmentation is clearing up, or how do you grade it?
The only reason I did the grade 2 yesterday was because of that vacuole.
Okay.
The one cell, and it still has it, but it's twice as many cells, and it's just kind of pushed off to the side. It's really evenly divided with no fragmentation, and so it gets a 1.
All right.
We normally don't look at them on day 4, but with just one embryo, I'll take a quick peek and give you a call tomorrow. But tomorrow's a real awkward stage of the development.
Okay.
The grading, it's a compaction score. It's on a scale of 1 to 4, and it's how tightly the cells are starting to communicate with one another. So basically, I just want to see that it's continuing to divide. So if it's say 16 cells, I can still count all the cells. It's a compaction score of 4. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It just means that it hasn't yet started to compact. But if it's tightly compacted, so it looks like it's a 1-cell embryo again, then it's a compaction score of 1.
Okay.
And then 2 and 3 are kind of in between. But
Okay.
we normally don't even look at them on day 4, but with this situation, I'm going to take a peek at it. And
I could just cry, honestly. I'm just so happy.
I know.
This is such great news.
Today's a big day for it because up until today, it's been living off of everything that you have given it.
Oh, wow.
All the maternal DNA and protein and energy sources and stuff, it usually by about 8 cells starts to kind of run out of those stores.
Wow, okay.
And this is a big day where the embryonic genome has to become active. So,
okay.
So keep praying.
I will. I'll pray just for that.
I know. I'll call tomorrow and let you know how it's doing.
Thank you so much. So as you can see, we were really, really excited. A grade 1. And I forgot to tell you guys that before she on yesterday, she called and told us that it was a grade 2, and then she graduated to a grade 1. So I'm just like so happy. You know, I just had to trust God for this situation, and the embryo is doing just incredible. So I'm just overwhelmed. We have our transfer set for this Thursday at 3 p.m. So I am just ecstatic. And I was going to tell you something funny that happened. The night we triggered was actually my niece's graduation. So we actually had to run up in there. They were calling the names of the kids to come down, and we had to go. It had to be at 8 o'clock, and we were right smack in the middle of her graduation. We had to go in the hallway, and Robert had to give me my shot. It was so funny. So this baby better know. But I love you guys so much, and I thank you guys so much for just being so supportive for me and praying for me. You heard what she said on the video. Please just pray that the eggs, you know, that the cells do what they have to do. But I'm just trusting God. And if you're going through this, I understand. Just try your best to trust God. Try to stay joyful. Try to remain happy, because, you know, this is a rough battle that we're climbing down, and it's not easy, but it can be easier if you put your trust in God. I mean, it really can. I've just this situation could have been really hard, because it's one egg, you know, and it's just a trip to me. You know, it's one egg. And I remember having 5 eggs before in my last cycle in 2009, and, you know, oh, how's the eggs doing? But when you have one, I'll tell you, but it took me trusting God to really realize that, okay, you know, He's got it, and it's His will, you know. So I love you guys. I didn't want to make the video too long. I'm sorry if it was, but I had a lot to tell you as well. I love you guys so much, and stay encouraged and stay blessed, and please continue to pray for my little embryo that's doing so good, and I'm so proud of it. All right. God bless.
I'm gonna